Good Erev Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom to you all. About to start the afternoon service. And the internet's given me a little bit of solace here and there, so I hope it holds out, fingers Morgan David until the end of this service. And then it can do what it wants over Shabbos. So we will start off with the mincha as we usually do. So here goes. Ashrei Yishvei Veisecha Yanu Chasanash V'Kochal Yashim Shadin Holy Mavara Chekam Anashim Konen and Kol Adonai Holy Mavara Chekam Dei Shama Zechon Zechon Gita Dak Zecher Rabtu Chayabi Yovisit Kos Chayirani Uchan Davrak Madru Yacham Tachosete Virat Nikovach Musabri Duchat Dukum Zechon Vachasida Chayavan Chucha Kvei Malchus Chayamir Vaschadem Yan Musam Chasam Chasam Sham Chadri Chadek וזה כיף לאכול הכפוף חשב יבט בסך שדך הוא משפיע לכל חיילות צנק הדרי בכל דרך ובחוסר בכל מסע קרוב עד לכל קריל חדשי גרובי מססדים יעשם יש עושים שמם יש אין שוי מין אדוני את כל הים ובייס כל שום יש מתחילת אדוני ידם ויברך ובס השם קוד שלנו בועד ואנחנו דברך רמת ועדי לום הללויה Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'lei Avosseinu, lei Avraham v'lei Yitzchak v'lei Yaakov. Hoy rakod ragiv ani lei angem chasad tevim kenyach v'zechin chas kerim v'zechin chasad zmev galim devinen mash meviat b'amelech Yisrael mishmogin Baruch atah Adonai, Mogen Avraham. Atah gibel lei nemadel mechem yisim matar lei shomer tamachachem v'chesed v'chem yisim b'rachmin rabim. Soymech nefnim b'rayfei chadim v'matin asurim v'chem v'nosam v'shin afar. میخوام خدا گوش میده ملاک ملک میشم خایم اسم خشوع و نمانات الله یه میسیم باروخ عطا داینای مخای همیسیم عطا کادشیم خان کادش کدیشم خالیم یانو خسرا باروخ عطا داینای هایل حکادش عطا خینین داد در سلام نشیم خانی لیت خاخ میداس باروخ عطا داینای خینین هداس هشیوین رو بینو سازخ میکر بینو مخیل رو میده سخا وقت سیری نیویس شو باشه لمن فنخ باروخ عطا داینای هارای سب بس شوبا سلاخنا نبیدی که خدا نمیخواد الان من دیگه نمیشه که دو زلخات برو خطا دینای خانه نما بدستای هاخ بین فنین وری و بین گلین مشبخه که خاصات برو خطا دینای گایا نیست رو رفاین و در من افیشی نمیشه که سنا تا بعد رو خفوش میخوام خسینم کیم خیفن مرخنا برو خطا دینای رایف خیلی ام یسرو خالين وعدنا لنا سشنا سيس فيس كنا يسوس لتبا بسين براخا هذا بسمي بيت بخمس سنة شم تفس براخا كيت بيت بعطا ومبارك عشان براخات هناي مبارك عشان تكعب شبك هذا الخير سنة مسانس كم سكروي سنة كتير ياخد ميعبا كم فيس أرسل سنة براخات هناي مكعب سيد خيام يسروه هالشيفرة اللي بيشل يسكت على كلمات مني كم نأخذ أخلينات هذا اللي بعد خبي خسر رحمة سلك مش براخات هناي ملخي يفسدكم مشبات نماشين ما تيسيك وخلوا من فزين كريك ويد خليفة وخلوا يكسب الخزيش وساق الشمس ماجد وساقني أبي ميغ وبيد برغطات هناي شوي بيري ومخني زيدي على صديقي ما لخسيد ما سيدنا خمس ساعة بيس وسفم مجلس الدنيا ما خدنا علينا وسيد سقط بالغميد خمس شوي ومسيح خينا مار من نمشي وخبطنا برغطات هناي میشانه میفتح خط صدیقیم مشتم میخبرم متاش و سش کمی سخت شود و خیزوات خمی بسخت خین نه حساب کامل بینن بخطا دینای باینه رشلایم اسم داوید خمیس اسم مکان تو مش سخت کیده شواس کوید کلای برخطا دینای ماسمیخ کردن یشوع شما کلی دوام دیناری خصوص رحم بدین کم خصوص سنگیش میده سخت نماز بدن مکان بیکم از شنو کیاتو شمعت فلسکوپ برخطا دینای شمعت فیلا سیاد نولین من فسام بیسلاسم شی باشه بسخ شی ساز فلس مابس کم بس سراس تمامید سر مخا زخزین این مشغول از رحم برخطا دینای هم خازش دیناس دسیای میدی منخ الله شد ما دینولین من سلسقین میگن شنا طول بینن خصوص بسخ آخرین مسیح دخمیان شوزن می‌کنه سام سرشون برمیان مسیح تا بسخش بخاله سوی بسرای حتی فلی خلاق می‌خوام امرق بیسام خزدافی که میلام که می‌دونم لخما کلا میسوی بیسام مسیح شما که اینجا می‌دونم بخوام در سرم شما که در میشون سر بس سر حتی باروخ عطا دینای حتی شیم خال خدای هایدایس Same Shalom Te Baruch Chaim Chem V'Ches Avrach B'Nem Shalom V'Chili V'Nekon V'Chabur V'Nechon V'Nechon Asad L'Nad L'Oleinu Toiras Chayim B'Yavas Chesed D'Stok V'Roch V'Rach V'Chaim V'Sholi V'Toi B'Nechol V'Baruch Esam Shabbat Chalayis V'Chasham V'Temech Baruch Atat Hinoi Hama Baruch Esam Yisroel Mashalom. Alleinu l'shapeyach l'Adonai ha'kohen l'sefer Emet Malkeinu Ebelosa Kakasam Sesevet Adin Yosho Shachazam Shamtakazilai V'Yalkeinu Kavel Echadin Olin L'Sesachanam Kudin Meskonin Mesachanim Hafnei Selech Al Kadesh Zakiri Yeshizak Chatechal Kavel Shabbat Shabbat Adin Olin Yichben Refreshim Gai Kaitin V'Kama Kulam Nemesim Sekum V'Kama Choshel Chahi Ula Inamatim V'Chol Chos V'Sachad Lemetan V'Nema V'Yadonai Melech HaKol HaOretz V'Yoyim Hahu Yeh Haronoi Echad U'Shemo Echad Natil Machbisa Mishesh Shem Zovis Right, please join me. I expect you to know the medley of tunes that I usually do, at least the regulars. So we're going to start off. We did Nefesh. Please bear in mind, I've got a little bit of a throat here, which is not quite as smooth and as melodious as I usually am. I mean, Pavarotti may get in a look in here. Normally he has to move over when I come along. But today he might have a look in. So please join me, and we will do our best to sing as much as I can. Yadi nefesh avarachamon mishoich avdecha hehalitzoy lecha yaharutz avdecha kama hayayol lishtachave el mol hadarecha hallelujah from Milton Keynes yenahavlo yadi teshecha minah fesuf v'chal ta'am Haduchonahwe Ziva Ilam Nafshi Kailas Havasecha. Good Shabbos, Caleb from South London. Hana El Narafa Hana Hana Mahana Haisna Hana Yamsivecha Halafili. Como estás? All the way from Brazil. As Tischazeng Mesihis Nahabe. Allah simchat salom v'sikemna rachamecha v'chusana al beinahu v'cha ki zeh kama nichsafti li'rais meheiram sifer esuzecha. Hello, Ariaka Yochebed, all the way from Brazil. Hello, Anthony Weinberg from Hendon, but spending Shabbos in Sutton, where I was born. Of the Rosemary Nursing Home, by the way. Shabbat Shalom, Brenda, all the way from Cockfosters, very near to where I lived, Enfield. Tahireres mikvadecha, nahagila v'nismecha habach, ma'erehoiv kivahamayei, v'chahaneyenu kimeyolam. Wow, hello Nadine, hello, yes, all the way from Jersey. Good for you. Jersey is spelled with a capital J, by the way. Hello, Kadiri, Shabbat Shalom. Hello, Sylvia, good Shabbos. Did la la Shabbat Shalom Angela. Did la 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 la. Did la 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 la. Did la 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 la. Shabbat Shalom Chava. Did la 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 la. Did la 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 la. Hello, Mrs. Gilbert. Good Shabbos. Did la 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 la. Did it da 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 da. That's better. Did it la 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 la. Did it la 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 la. Did it la 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 la. Did it la la. Hello, Jamie from Hyde Park. Also Hyde Park with a capital P, please. Did it la 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 la. Did it la 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 la. Did it la 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 da da. Yeah, Ricky, it's kind of blue, the background on that. I'm not sure if it's designed by that way, but it's easy on a white background. But now we'll manage. Please join me on the screen. I meant more the wording. Kia gadad na men kolen kan shwe yadna Rabbi Yonosan Hashem ishpati v'yahapi im yevayyu now menuchasi shir l'adonai shichoda shir l'adonai kala shir l'adonai b'chushmai b'astru miyemim shos Leiru ha'kala lehim ki kala yamim lidim V'adonai shomayim asayim v'alufanav Ha'izez efes mikdash ha'olad mishchusam v'adonai kumulois Ha'oladonai kevat shemai Ishtu ben chavlai chasei so Ishtach l'adonai b'adas keidesh Chidam eipanav kanazim Yishmecha shomayim v'soged ha'aretz Yiram ha'yam v'layai Yalei sadai v'chol asher boi Az yiranedu kol atzei yahar Lifnei Adonai kiva lishbait haaretz Yishbait tevel b'tzedek Ve'yamim be'emunasai Adonai barach tagel haaretz Yitzchak b'ram On the Lord said the Mishpachim, he said, Hey, the fun of Tale, Telichas, nice of them, and the last one is now the Nicolas. He gave the Hashamayim seed, Heverov, Alam, the Gavish, the person, Hamisani Bolin, Mishah, call him Shomatis of Sion. The man Mishpotech had the Neki other than Eden, Colos, when I saw Colony. I am a no, yes, Shomer nafshes chasida meyadre shohim yahatzilehim zaru ala tzadik ulishnei v'simcha simchu tzadikim b'adonai v'haytu l'zeicher kadeshoim Mizmor Adonai Shir Chodosh. Excuse me. Shir Vayim Nezer Chazar Yadashos Alam Rach Alav Siyod Eitz Shos Asen Yori Adonai Kolos Mizmor Adonai Mechinei Mechin B'kezim L'Chatzis Zekei Shei Zari L'Filmech Adonai Yiram hayam v'loyei Teve v'yesheva Naharis Yimcha Uchof Yachad Harim Yiraneinu Lifnei Adonai Akiva Lishma et haaretz Yishboi tevehil b'tzedek V'yamim b'meisharim Adonai marach yigazu avim yeshei shekulum Edeshim Golomb Nechama Shavah Yisberach Mishpadat Amagonu Mishamon Badas Reihu Adonai Leinu Mishach V'Adam Ma'av Kadosh Yuveish V'Anu Cheinam Shmu Keshbay Keirim El Adonai V'Yanei Mamir Damadim Mishamon Deisa V'Cheinasam Lambai Adonai Aleinu Ato Anisam El Neisei HaYisa Lahem When I came out of thy song, remember Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ishtachavu la'kodshay, ki kadosh Adonai Adonai Eloheinu. Mizmor David, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, ay la 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 la, Havul Adonai kavod v'yahos, ay la 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 la. The Shabbat Soul praise from Milton Keynes. Havul Adonai kavod shemai, ay la 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 la. Ishtachavu l'Adonai v'hadras kodesh Ramaka Julieta. Pratniks. Hi la la kol Adonai al hamoyim elakavoid hearing us better. Hi la Adonai amayim rabim kol Adonai v'hakoyach. Ay la 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 Joe from Wales. Kol Adonai behadar, ay la 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 la, Kol Adonai shover arozim, ay la 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 la. Hello Sharon Way from Southport, I lost my place. I shaver Adonai yesalizeh, Halevahanai. I lie Francis from Southwood for Shabbat Shalom. Where was I? My Yaki den Kamoy, Galavanin Visiria Kamoy, Vendry Mid. Kol Adonai Chait say, Lahab the Seish. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar. I can hear you. Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh. I Kol Adonai Echai Lelayalais Vayetzai V'Harois Yovahechalai Kulai America Havai Ayelai Adonai Lahamabul Yosham Eshef Adonai Melech Liyabaydam Adonai Azliamayitin Adonai Yavarech Esamoy Vashaloi. Good Shabbos, sister from Chico. Orchem Tarach, Mr. Rum Chazon. Chazon Rim Yom Shav said, Shem Kavod Malchus the Boy. Please join the Chaldoidi with our usual medley. I don't know what else you guys do, but this is the one I do. And it goes like this. L'chodoidi lekras kala p'nei Shabbos nekabla. L'chodoidi lekras kala p'nei Shabbos nekabla. L'chodoidi lekras kala p'nei Shabbos nekabla. Shamoyer v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmiyanu elam yuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'l'siferes ולסילה לחדדים לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה לחדדים לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה לקרס שבס לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דיידי לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה לך דיידי לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קומצים מתוך ההפיכה רב לך שבס בימי קבחה מויח מועל עלייך חמלה לך דיידי לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה לך דיידי לקרס קלה פני שבס נקבלה. Change it to his na me afankobi live shipping days if I take me I had ben ishai beis halach me kora nafshi yehala lechon doidi kras kahala pene shabbos nekabela lechon doidi kras kahala pene shabbos nekabela Hisayrari Kiba ayre khumi ayri hori yori shedaberi Kevay dadnoy alayich nihla Lechon doidi lekras kala V'nei Shabbos nekabela Lechon doidi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Lai say v'shiv Lai Sihikok matish tarchache Eyom matehem bi bach Yechesu ani mi v'niv nesai ahati lecha daidi lekras kala pene shabbos nekabla v'hayulim shisa shavasayich v'rachakukom Mebalayich yasis alayich helayich kibsois chasana kala lechadaydi likras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela yamin nusmar te'efrat siri esadaynoy ta'abitzi al yadi yesh ben pahatziv nismecha v'nagihila lechadaydi likras kahala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Vayev shalom ateres bala gam besimcha v'tzahala toichem udnei am segula vayichala lechadaydi likras kahala Pnei Shabbos nekabla Mi es mashil yom HaShabbos Let's do this together. Tzadikata yifrach keyeres balvanoi yeske shesuli mevehes Adonai mechatz rois Eloheinu yafrichu Oiden uvon beseva deshenim verananim yeyu lehagi ki ashar Adonai Tzuri velahai havala sabor Adonai malach Mikailos Mayim Rabim Madirim Mishbereyom Hadir Mamorim Adonai Yedo Yisechan Emendum Yahai Leveischa Nabaka Yedesh Hadoyanoi Leyairech Yami. Thank you all for being part of this. I'd like to say a little bit of a thought for this Shabbat, and I'd like to dedicate it to two people who passed away who are far apart in many ways. The first is a student called Dahlia, who was a student here in Sheffield and unfortunately passed away last weekend. We heard about it on Sunday. She was in her early 20s. The second is a gentleman who is the father-in-law of a lady who lives in Sheffield. Her husband predeceased, that is, the son predeceased the father, and the father's now passed away at the age of 102. So there's a big gap at both ends in terms of there's a big difference in age. I knew both of them. Particularly Dahlia has been a regular at her house, our house, over the Friday nights, joining in the Shabbat meals. A gem of a person. You could not wish to find such a lovely, lovely girl. And I want to dedicate a few words to her and, of course, to Jay, who I knew as well, who had faced many challenges. In fact, Jay was working up until about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. He was a legal man and he did mediation. And his funeral was held on Wednesday, which is Pesach Sheni. And we are now sandwiched between Pesach Sheni, the 14th of Iyar, and Sunday, which is Lag BaOmer, the 18th day of Iyar, both of which are happy days. But most importantly, what is special about Pesach Sheni? I don't know if you've known this. I want to reassure the ladies there. Pesach Sheni, the second Pesach, does not involve cleaning. No cleaning needed. In fact, you can have as much chametz in the house as you want. Pesach Sheni commemorates a little nice story that happens in the Bible, in the Torah. This is documented in the third parasha in the book of Numbers, the parasha called Kabbalat Shabbat. And it says as follows. As you know, the Jewish people left Egypt on a Thursday morning in the year 2448. The date was the 15th of Nisan, and to this day we still celebrate Pesach on that day. We even know what they had for breakfast. That's the matzah. The first Seder was celebrated in Egypt the night before, where they had the Paschal Lamb. Now, they were told to do that then. There was no mention of it happening again next year. Fast forward a year's time, and we get to the month of the East in 2449. And then the instruction comes to Moses, tell the Jewish people, you remember the Paschal Lamb you did last year? I want that to be a fixture of the Seder for future years. The only trouble was the message arrived a little late for a tiny number of people. They were the ones who were charged with the care of the coffin of both Joseph and his brothers, all of which were removed from Egypt and were destined to be taken into Israel and reburied there. Now, you know, when you carry a coffin, you have any contact with a coffin, even under the same roof, then you become ritually impure. You cannot offer any sacrifices then. You can't be part of any sacrifices. You have to wait through the purification process, which will take you a good 7 days. But by then, it was too late. They were told about this on the 7th day. It's going to take them another 7 days. It's going to take them up to the 15th. They're going to miss the 14th when that Paschal Lamb ought to be offered. And so they went to the Pesach Sheni Union, and they said, hang about, what about us? And Moses said, well, I'm just following instructions. God told me the thing to do the Paschal Lamb. He told me when, it's tough. What can we do? You're a bit late in the day. You missed it because you will not be pure in time for when you're supposed to offer it. And so the rest of them went away and they said, well, we don't agree with that. We want to be part of the mitzvah. Lama negora. Why should we be left out? The vilti hakriv is korban Hashem, that we cannot offer up God's sacrifices. We want to be part of it. It's important to us to be part of the ritual, to be part of the tradition. If this is going to be a fixture, I don't want to be left out. Moses says, okay, I'll go to God and I'll ask you what he says. So Moses goes to God and he comes back and he says, God was very pleased with your complaint. He was pleased to see that it bothered you. You could have said, tough, that's when God said so, it's meant to be. Or you could have said, no, I want to do the mitzvah. And you said the second, which is important to him. So let me tell you like this. Obviously, it's too late for this first Pesach. But you'll have the second Pesach, means that you'll have the second chance to offer up that Paschal offering exactly a month from now on the 14th of Iyar. And so this has become part of our calendar. Some people celebrate it by having matzah on the day to recall something about Pesach. Others may not necessarily do so, each to their own. But the message is very, very powerful. Just because you missed out, don't give up. In Yiddish, they say, nicht stocken verfall. It's never too late. Something went by, slipped through your fingers. It's not going to happen. It's never too late. You can find some way to make up for it. All you have to do is show that you care, to show that it means something to you. Both of those people I mentioned earlier demonstrated in their behavior that their religion was something they cared about. They were prepared to put themselves out, and they were prepared to overcome challenges. In the case of the older gentleman, and I know some of the challenges, I don't really want to go into details, but he overcame different challenges, and he kept going, because it's never too late. And here's the message. Nothing's ever too late. You can always make up. A person could have done the most terrible things, whatever the book says, eating a pork sandwich in the card. I don't know. Invent whatever sins you want. never too late. In fact, it is the most beautiful thing that we are able to correct, to go back, to do better, even of something that has gone in the past. Nothing can remove what's happened in the past. But God gives us that ability to reach above time using the powers of the Torah, go back in time, pluck out that which is not as it should be, and correct it. That is the message of Pesach Sheni. So don't anyone give any excuses that I can't, I didn't have the opportunity. No, because it's never too late. You can always better. And how wonderful it is to be able to serve the Almighty and to do something good. And it could be as the teachings of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who is the main feature. He says the chap buried in Meron, the rabbi buried in Meron, who's the author of the Zohar, the Kabbalistic work. And they've had to shut down Meron. They've had to shut it down because of the risk of rockets coming in. But that doesn't mean he says shut down the personality, not shut down the message and so on. And most of his teaching were taught on the last day before he passed away. The last day as he was dying, that's when he taught the majority of his wonderful teachings. So this is the Rashbi, and we are sandwiched in between the two. So we have such a wonderful opportunity. We have so much good to do and to fill in I was last night at the Cutler's Feast in Sheffield. It's a big civic event, very, very fancy, very la-di-da. And I go there dressed as I am, and I walk around and I tell everybody when I sit down, because the tables are set out with military precision. Knife, fork, knife, fork, knife, fork, and so on. Everything down to exact positioning. Knife, fork, knife, hermolis meal, knife, fork, knife, fork. I interrupt the symmetry, but that's who I am. I'm a Jew. I eat kosher. When I sat down to everybody, I said hello to it. So my name's Rabbi Golomb. I'm the local rabbi. I said, by the way, I eat only kosher. So you'll see that I have a few packages here which can be different from your menu. And the object of this evening's exercise is you should see what you're getting, have a look at what I'm getting, and see which one is the better. The results I never bothered to check up on, but this is a nice break. So I go there dressed as I am. By the way, I experience no anti-Semitism. I experience no snide remarks. Several people walked by me and said, Rabbi, we're with you. We're with you. They do. The preamble is unnecessary. They know. The world knows. It's just a question of it getting to the point where we can say it publicly. Well, I'm Mr. Public. I don't care to say it publicly. I don't care to be who I am out in the Cutler's Hall in front of 350 of the top names in business and manufacturing, mostly from Sheffield and Hampshire, but some from abroad, including the Zeif Master from somewhere in Germany, I don't know where. And so that's my message to you. Be proud of who you are. And if you haven't had the opportunity to do something till now, do it, because it's never too late. However old you get, you can still achieve. You can still do something good. And if it was missing in the past, so what? You'll put it together, look forward. What can I do now? That is the way a Jew is supposed to think. So have a wonderful Shabbos. Enjoy the weekend. I hope the weather keeps nice for you in the bank holiday, wherever you are. And till next time, wishing you all Shabbat Shalom. Nishtokim Fafal.